Hi, I'm Chris, this is Miller Plays, and we're doing the Saturday Night Challenge. We are back so soon because I've suddenly spotted that Leeds are second in the league. So we're going to show that one and the big Paris game. So, yeah, fun and games to start. Okay, so we hadn't got very far after the last episode. We basically played Bournemouth. So after being final 4-1, we had a bit of form. We played Bournemouth. Brennan scores a hat-trick whilst starting as a striker. And now we've made it to the all-important Leeds game. Leeds have actually now just dropped down to third in the league, but could go top. Well, unlikely to go top, go second, equal on points. So it's, yeah, going to be a tough one. Leeds playing well this year. So Leeds have they spent big? No, they've spent 27 million and brought in 114. So did they spend big last year? I suppose technically they did. They spent a lot more, 58 million, almost 60 million more than they brought in. But they've obviously sold somebody big. Oh yeah, look. Man City have bought Kadeem Ndiaye, who doesn't look at all bad, does he? 101 million. Oh, the rich get richer, don't they? Right, that's the state of affairs. I'll get the team picked and we'll meet up for kick-off at Ellen Road. Right, it's a big game, so we need to start winning these. Alfredo's in goal. Danneman, Dilbert, Dodlek and Mihailov make up the back four. Garcia Sanchez sits in front with Cassidy and Holst as our other central midfielders. Clay's on the right. Recently returned and restricted to 45 minutes. Malario is on the left with Brendan up front. So it's quite a strong team, but not full strength. So let's see what we can do today. Hopefully we can get something here at Ellen Road and maintain a bit of a push for at least the Champions League places. Ideally, we want to start moving on up that league and start challenging for the title. That is, after all, what the challenge is all about. Malario off the pace there. But here comes Holst. Ball through to Clay. Clay centres. No, he doesn't. He scores off probably an own goal from Medina. And that's a nice early goal, 20 minutes in. Holst doing well here, finds a lovely ball through to Clay. Clay just turns his man inside out on that run and tries to centre, but Medina gets in the way. So that doesn't count as a shot or a shot on target, and our XG is a 0.01. So we're outperforming our XG slightly. We've had a second shot, XG hasn't gone up at all. Oh, it just has now. So Brennan with a corner. Into the towards Cassidy and the near post. It's cleared. Danneman to Dilbert to Garcia Sanchez. Back to Dodlek. Here comes White and Mihailov. Is he going to go down the line? He is, but Valerio is more of a central midfielder. Recently back from injury as well. Restricted to 45 minutes. Not at the game at all. He seems to be somewhere else in the highlights we've seen from him. And that's a well-worked goal by Lucas Beltran there. I was just looking at some of these names, Ampadu and whatnot. Dewsbury and Hall and Pantino are players I know. Pantino can be quite good, but Ampadu is certainly one of the older guys from the Leeds. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. A long-running association. Right, we're going to have to take Malario off. We'll give Roldan a chance to play up there. We'll get Rodriguez on for Brennan. Mihailov is quite tired, so we'll get Davis on there. It is pretty much going to be wholesale changes because we've got Paris in 2 days. we'll leave it like that for now. We'll make another change after about 55-60 minutes. My rotation policy, we're going to keep these players fit, and we're going to save Clay as well. So I really am prioritising the Champions League for no apparent reason other than money. That's the only reason. That's just disgusting. Let's fire them up. Twice they've just passed their way through. But Peter Holst. Get out of it, referee. How was that offside? Thank you. I was going to say there's no chance of that being offside. Rodriguez perhaps. Went a little bit early, but didn't affect the play at all. They're not going to build up right from the back, are they? Julie robs the ball. Roldan shoots, it's hit the post. Perry just stood there, unaware of that at all. Let's give him some encouragement. Are we going to get anything in the last couple of minutes? We get a point. That's what we're going to get in the last couple of minutes. And to be fair, you look at the team that finished. Davies, Julie, Roldan, even Byrne and Holst aren't really our first choice selections. So, yeah, we've got to be happy with that. We've rotated a lot. And hopefully we'll still be fit enough to put a team out against Paris. Right, we'll see if they kick off on that one. Okay, here we are. I'm guessing, no, by the looks of it in the background, it looks like our stadium, so I have no idea we're at the Spurs stadium. We might be at White Hart Lane, we might be here, we'll see. Right, it's Alfredo in goal, DC, Yoro, Dilbert and Mahalalov make up the back row. Kobayashi sits in front with Cassadite and Valerio making up the midfield. Julie's on the left. Cisse's injured, out for 3 months. Clay on the right and Brennan up top. So that's our starting 11. Valerio again, still recovering. So he's limited to 45 minutes. And yeah, this is our stadium, represented by the 2 stands with no fans in. I don't understand why we were at White Hart Lane for the last time. Makes no sense. This would have been the better game to be at White Hart Lane. We might have got close to 60,000 fans rather than the 22 Bosnian and Herzegovina fans that we had there. We might have seen 30,000 Parisians turn up. But as it turns out, it looks like we've got a capacity crowd at our stadium. Midtjylland 2-0 down to Bayer Leverkusen. Brennan with an early booking was the only highlight of that first half. Valerio needs to come off, so what we'll do is bring on... No, we're going to bring Mendes on. Mendes can sit in there. Cassadine goes a bit further forward. We'll leave Brennan on. He's not, no, to be fair, he hasn't played too badly. Julie's not been particularly good, so Rodriguez can come on the left. It's not ideal. I'd rather not have him there, but there we go. Needs must. Can we do anything in the second half? Let's throw in some encouragement, shall we? Cassadine shoots, but never looked like going in. All sorts of players now getting tired. This is where we're at maximum risk. All over there. But right in the channel, and oh, they've shot wide. Right. Let's have a look. Brennan, Kassadai, Clay, Mahalalov. I've only got 3 subs. Mahalalov will just have to tough it out. Clay. Julie would have been the one to replace him, but we've obviously taken him off. So now we are struggling. Yeah. We are struggling, so what I'm going to do... Old deck for Clay, he can come in there. And then we might sacrifice DC for Sadler. It's not ideal for Kobayashi. Mendes is quite happy there. Kassadai is still happy there. Brennan, we get Cabrera in. No, we're going to do Roldan. Roldan can actually be a attacking target forward. Yoro comes in there. Yoro can cover. Gilbert and Sadler can be our 2 primary attacking weapons there. Mahalalov doesn't particularly like the wing back, but Dodlek does, and he can do that. And that's how we're going to ride it out. Not exactly the stoppages I had planned. Does mean Kassadai won't be fit for the next game, along with Mahalalov. So a bit of rotation for the Burnley game, which comes up far too quickly. Mendes goes back to Alfredo. Are we going to have a highlight for us? Mendes back to Delbert. Delbert to Kobayashi. To Sadler. What's Sadler doing? Looking down. Finds Dodlek. Dodlek and Sadler playing together. Dodlek now gets down the right. He's charging into the box. He centres. And Roldan's there for a tap-in. Great work from Dodlek. You can say Sadler played his part as well. But fine, but what a turn from Dodlek. And then he just storms into the box, centres. It goes between Rodriguez's legs. Roldan is following in behind, having the 2 strikers up there. Tight offside. No one is tight offside. Thank you very much. And now do Paris come straight back and equalise? What a terrible challenge, but they've hit shot from distance and it's hit the outside of the post and gone wide for a goal kick. Can we survive now? The last few minutes. 4 minutes of added on time. Paris look very tired. Musiala look dead on his feet. And there we have it, a famous victory. And I still don't understand why we're not at White Hart Lane. Why we had one game at White Hart Lane and now for the bigger Paris game we've come back here. It seems very strange. Facilities. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, UEFA Champions. I don't understand. Why weren't we there unless Tottenham were? Is that it? Tottenham were playing there. Can we go back to Champions League news? Where's Champions League? Fixtures. No, Tottenham are not there. Are Tottenham actually in it? I don't know who are. Newcastle, Liverpool. Man City, Sutton. What a time to be alive. No, they're not. I really don't understand why. I'm speechless. I don't know. I don't understand this game at times. We're supposed to be playing at White Hart Lane for the Champions League, and yet the biggest game we're going to play at home, we don't play. Oh look, they're playing Bodo Glimt. Well, we've heard that one before. So they're in the Europa League. They're at home the next day. There we have it. Right. Plan now is to get through to the AC Milan and the Juventus games in the Champions League, and then we'll probably concentrate. Well, we'll see how we're getting on in the Premier League. We obviously need to start picking up some results, start pushing up this table. We're already 8 points behind Man City, so it looks very desperate if we're going to get anywhere close to the championship, champion title, become champions. Get anywhere close to the title. That might be a better way of putting it. Right. There we have it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, ta-da.